A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark decision, the United Nations Security Council has passed a resolution that mandates a transitional administration and the deployment of an International Stabilization Force in Gaza. This resolution, which envisions a credible pathway to Palestinian statehood, was drafted by the United States as part of President Donald Trump's 20-point peace plan. The resolution received overwhelming support, passing with a 13-0 vote on Monday, while Russia and China chose to abstain. This pivotal move is seen as a crucial step towards establishing a fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, which has been embroiled in conflict for years. The resolution's approval sets the stage for the next steps in addressing the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where countless lives have been affected by the violence. Notably, Arab and other Muslim nations that have shown interest in contributing troops for the international force had previously indicated that a UN mandate was vital for their involvement. In response to these concerns, the U.S. included more explicit language regarding Palestinian self-determination in the draft resolution. The final text states that conditions may finally be in place for a credible pathway to Palestinian self-determination and statehood, contingent on reforms by the Palestinian Authority and advancements in Gaza's redevelopment. However, this language has drawn criticism from Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who firmly opposes the establishment of a Palestinian state. Netanyahu has vowed to demilitarize Gaza the easy way or the hard way, and his national security minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, has even called for the assassination of Palestinian Authority officials should the UN support Palestinian statehood. Following the vote, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, expressed that the resolution represents a significant step towards enabling Gaza to thrive in an environment that guarantees Israel's security. Algeria's ambassador, Amar Benjama, expressed gratitude to Trump for his engagement in establishing the ceasefire, but emphasized that genuine peace in the Middle East cannot be achieved without justice for the Palestinians, who have long awaited the establishment of their independent state. The resolution outlines that the stabilization troops will be responsible for securing border areas, alongside a trained and vetted Palestinian police force, and will coordinate with other nations to ensure the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. It also mandates the stabilization force to ensure the demilitarization of the Gaza Strip and the permanent decommissioning of weapons from non-state armed groups. The resolution empowers the force to use all necessary measures to fulfill its mandate, raising concerns about the potential for military engagement. Hamas, the militant group that governs Gaza, has rejected the resolution, claiming it fails to address the rights and demands of Palestinians and seeks to impose an international trusteeship on the enclave, which is vehemently opposed by both Palestinians and resistance factions. They argue that assigning the international force with tasks such as disarming the resistance compromises its neutrality and transforms it into a party favoring the occupation. The resolution also stipulates that Israeli forces will withdraw from Gaza based on criteria linked to demilitarization, which will be agreed upon by the Stabilization Force, Israeli forces, the U.S., and the guarantors of the ceasefire. Trump took to his Truth Social platform to declare that the international board overseeing peace in Gaza would consist of the most powerful and respected leaders throughout the world, thanking countries such as Qatar, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Turkey, and Jordan for their support. Meanwhile, Russia had introduced a competing resolution emphasizing that the occupied West Bank and Gaza should be united as a contiguous state under the Palestinian Authority, highlighting the need for a Security Council role in maintaining security in Gaza and implementing the ceasefire. Critics of the U.S. draft resolution argue that while it may alter the dynamics, it ultimately leaves Gaza under occupation, albeit by a different entity. Al Jazeera's senior political analyst, Marwan Bashara, noted that the passage of the resolution reflects the power imbalance in Gaza favoring Israel and the broader geopolitical dynamics in the Middle East favoring the United States. Despite the ceasefire that took effect on October 10th, Israel has continued to conduct airstrikes in Gaza and restrict humanitarian aid. Reports indicate that over 69,000 Palestinians have lost their lives in what human rights organizations describe as a genocide. The UN Security Council's endorsement of Trump's Gaza plan, which authorizes an International Stabilization Force and a Board of Peace, led by the U.S. President, marks a significant moment in the ongoing efforts to restore order in the war-torn territory. The 15-member Council's unanimous vote, with Russia and China abstaining, is viewed as a crucial step towards addressing the future of Gaza following years of conflict between Israel and Hamas. The resolution not only endorses Trump's 20-point peace plan, but also establishes a transitional authority and an international stabilization force tasked with ensuring the demilitarization of Gaza and overseeing security in the region. The authorization for this board and force is set to expire at the end of 2027. In the wake of this resolution, the Palestinian Authority appears to be in favor, while Hamas remains firmly opposed. As the international community watches closely, the question remains: will this resolution pave the way for lasting peace and the establishment of a Palestinian state, or will it further complicate an already volatile situation? That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.